So I'm making a video in response to this thread that was opened on Reddit and along to this thread that was also opened. The best way that it can be described here is lazy. Out of nowhere, for me personally, I have noticed that happening maybe after the 1st of December, more or less, not exactly. However, recently, this thread was opened here, and we actually got a response from someone that currently works at Google. And everyone here is saying that, oh, it's just normal. Google's probably training their new models, and they probably need to make um, reduce the amount of resources used in order to train the new models. So they're trying to maybe quantize their models or something. Anyway, this person here is saying that that's not absolutely not the case, and the whole purpose of creating a good model is so that people can use the good model. It would make no sense for them to make it bad so that they can make something better. That makes no sense. So of course, but he's also saying that Google's not trying to pull the rug on any of its customers or anything of the sorts. So my only thoughts is that they perhaps changed the temperature or the top K. They changed some parameters, maybe the system prompt. So then I played around. I played around quite a lot with the settings, the configuration, the prompt, and everything. Nothing that I did was able to make the model become as good as it was for December 1st. Thankfully, most of these people here on the thread do not have any way to show what they're talking about. But here, Gemini 3 Pro, this was done on the 1st of 2026. Sorry, January 5th, 2026. Okay, using Gemini 3 Pro. This was the result that it gave me when I asked it to give me a Flappy Bird game. There is really no better way to describe this except for lazy. This is completely lazy. Here is the exact same model, exact same prompt was used. This time to generate the exact same thing. But look how much better it looks, right? It's trying, and it did a fantastic job at that. Could be better, but it tried. It did a really good job, actually. Now let's take a look at the fast model. Once again, this was all done today. All these Flappy Bird games were done today. It also works quite well. Here is Gemini 2.5 Pro, and this one was done in November 14, 2025. It got some issues, but it tried. It also did a fantastic job at that. Now, once again, when I take a look at Gemini 3 Pro, I should not be receiving a result like this. Remember, the issue is not that it gave me a result like this. The problem was giving me results like that for maybe 3 weeks, a month. And I'm not creating a game. I'm not making something that is visual. I'm working on the back end. And it's quite hard for me to tell that maybe what I'm asking it is a difficult task, because I don't think maybe it has been trained on the things that I've been asking it to do, or if the model is just being dumb. So I feel like 3 weeks of my life were wasted because I had already done extensive research and comparing different models to find out that Gemini 3 Pro was the best model for me. And then it works perfectly for 2 weeks. I was the most productive I have ever been. And then it just becomes completely unusable. And of course, I'm not blaming the model because it has been working perfectly. Maybe the task that I'm giving it is just really difficult. And then I noticed, I tried to do this test. And as you can see, it was horrible. It was completely horrible. Here is just so you guys can take a look. Sonnet. Sonnet's not even the best model from Claude. Look at this. It got some issues. I think this is maybe meant to be the legs, and it became the beak. Otherwise, it looks kind of like a dragon. I don't know if this is on purpose or not. Anyway, it looks good, right? Look at that. And once again, this is more or less the result that I've been expecting from Gemini to be giving me throughout the other days. Something like this. It's fine. That's fine. He tried, right? This, I hope this video can kind of show and put into perspective like how bad Gemini 3 Pro has been. Of course, it seems like they fixed it, but I really hope that they have, because from what I remember, Gemini 3 Pro was doing much better than this example that I gave you right now. It still feels like it's not fully back what it was once. And if you guys can take a look, if anyone at Google can look at this comparison, I know it's not a real scientific. I don't really have like data to give you, but it's something you guys can see. Okay.